Okay guys, that should be it. Just have to get the draft up. Madcorps are going against DYB as far as I understand it. So let's see what we got here. Where's the draft? There's the draft. Yep, map draft is already going on. For those people who just tuned in, out whatsoever, this is Enter the Storm Cup number 2. This is the 8th qualifier, 8 out of 2. And yep, we had to wait so long because in round 3 they took ages for that game. I have no idea what actually happened. Like DYB, what's actually the full name of them? Do Your Best. Okay, Do Your Best is the team name. It's a Russian team against the French guys. So that's actually coming up now. This is the quarterfinal. So we have DYB versus Madcorps. We just brought to you Nihilum game. Dignitas is also already in the quarterfinals, but they are still waiting for the round 3 team, which might be Team Refuse. And we also have another candidate already in the semifinals, who potentially go against either Refuse or Dignitas, and that's Elysium. Okay, so that's pretty much looks interesting to us, but I will stay in the upper part of the bracket, which means Nihilum is waiting for either Do Your Best or Madcorps. And now let's have a look into this draft where we are. It's a cursed hollow, so we go back to like the standard map. Yesterday we saw pretty much why this map can really be RNG heavy, but well, let's see where this one is going. At the moment, Do Your Best is banning out the Illidan. Illidan did quite a good job last game, even though there was tons of disable on like against that Illidan. Madcorps is actually banning out Zeratul. Okay, so I mean Madcorps is the first time I actually cast them. They're like world rank 17, full French team. Actually, I'm lying. They're not full French. They're like they have 4 players from France and 2. No, and 1 is from Belgium, but obviously also French speaking, so he counts as Frenchy. Anyway, they secure themselves to Jaina. Now I'm curious what Do Your Best is drafting. As I said, both teams completely new to me, which means we can see pretty much everything, all craziness. Okay, and there it goes. Vala is secured. Do they secure the other lady? Vala Sylvanas combination just for Do Your Best? No, they're gonna secure the Anubarak already. That's an early pick for a tank, because as in tanks, I think we have a lot of options at the moment, and it's more about like which assassins do you prefer. But okay, Vala Anubarak, which means do we see a Sylvanas pick now here for Madcorps? I mean, I would assume, but as I said, the teams are completely new to me. Maybe I should talk a bit to Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger, are you there?
My sunglasses were damaged.
Ah, that's why he's not talking. I don't know, but you could still talk a bit to me because I'm so lonely here.
What's up?
Well, not much. We are waiting till Madcorps is actually drafting number 3. No, actually number 2 and 3.
2, 3.
Exactly. Those. So it could be tank, could be support, could be the Sylvanas. I mean, my guess is at least one of them is Sylvanas. And if they like, for example, Pride Wing on such a big map, then I think they should secure the Pride Wing right there. So Sylvanas Pride Wing. If that was Nihilum, I would absolutely guess Sylvanas Pride Wing. But at the moment, not much is happening. I really hope they didn't DC or something. That would be, well, that would be kind of.
Can someone tell me?
Well, it would be shit. Let's say it like this. I mean, there's 90 seconds overtime. They're actually, okay, they're actually using all that time. I was really surprised. And it's not a Brightwing plus Sylvanas, it's Sylvanas plus a Tyrande. Okay. Well, the Tyrande makes sense. That also opens, of course, the door for a Diablo pick. So Diablo combination with Tyrande would be quite nice. And on the other side, they secure a second tank. So Anuparak and Tyrael, both tanks that can actually dish out quite a lot of damage, which I like. There's also quite some mobility coming out of them, so do your best. I actually love their draft. Uther as their core healer. We have to see. I think they still need some tiny damage on top of all of that, because Vala alone, if Vala's getting focused down in a fight like really fast, which might happen, the silence coming out, wailing arrow on the Uther to run the stun plus Jaina that blows Vala up within absolute seconds. Like there's, yeah, like really fast. And then they're pretty much without damage, and they're just relying on what Uther and Tyrael, I say Anubarak and Tyrael come up with, and that's probably not enough for a team fight. And we get something very interesting, Stitches. When Stitches is completely not on my map here. Who came up with that Stitches idea? That's interesting. That's whoa.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's what I asked myself. I mean, the Stitches pick, Stitches into to run the stun, is something that needs to be very, very, I don't know, well executed. You have to be super focused on this one.
Wake up, you drunk fuck!
Well, yeah, that's pretty much. You have to be not sleeping for not even a second, because... Okay. Brightwing. So I was right after all, Brightwing Sylvanas. That was my guess for number 2 and 3. They mixed it a bit up. And this way, well, I guess it works too. Anyway guys, so let's see if they actually manage to invite me into a lobby. It's so hard when you're actually solo casting on this, because you have to do everything. You have to look for the draft, you have to look for the lobby, you have to talk to the people, talk to Arnold all the time. And he's not very helpful. I know his mind is all the time just on food.
Sauerkraut.
That, for example. So let's see. Actually, there's my invite. And... okay. Let's swap into the lobby. There we go, guys. We're in. Now I just have to find out who's who. JPL is from Madcorps, so I think my overlay is wrong, which means I have to change the names. So Madcorps is on this side, and on the other side we have Do Your Best, since they actually opened the lobby. It's not always the same map. Banana, in the chat you're lying, because we had today Sky Temple, Haunted Mines, Blackheart's Bay, so today is actually the day where we don't get Cursed Hollow all the time. So today everything is fine with the maps, in my opinion. And now after like those crazy maps, I don't mind the Cursed Hollow. Cursed Hollow is just fine. It's also a map where I don't know. I can totally see it happening. And while we're waiting on the last players, let's just have a look into the draft again, because like the mobility on those is, of course, Falstad on Cursed Hollow is always nice. But also, of course, on the other side we also have Pridewing. So those are like the two with like a huge range on the map. They can just come into fights even though they're far away. All the others, well, we have to see where this one is going. There's not crazy mobility coming out, as in like global mobility, no ETC, just the Pridewing. So let's see where this one is going. Okay, apparently I have another. I think that's the French caster here. Mr. Foo is coming in. So for those who speak French, feel free to go to the French stream. Apparently he's casting alone too. I mean, I'm not actually casting alone, I got Arnold with me. So everything is fine. Arnold, say hello to the stream.
Hello, everybody.
Good, so Arnold is with me. Everything is fine.
Greetings.
Greetings, my friends. Anyway, we're 10 and 10 in the lobby, so let's get this started. Okay, I'm gonna be the impatient caster asking like, yo, what's going on? Let's go. Fabio is AFK. Well then someone tell Fabio to not AFK. There we go. There we go. Oh, by the way, I'm really hungry. So is Arnold. I could need a
Wiener Schnitzel.
yes, Wiener Schnitzel. Or some, yeah.
Cookies?
Cookies! Cookies, yeah, cookies would be amazing. Oh god, I love this soundboard. Arnold, you're so entertaining today. Ten out of 10 players, guys, so let's get this started. Just checking my overlay again, but I'm right. On the left side we have Do Your Best, on the right side Madcorps, Russia versus France. This is the quarterfinal. For those guys, you can write exclamation mark bracket in the chat, so you get all the informations. The reason we're covering so, like, I mean, I covered 2 games now from round 3, 2 games from round 4, because they're so staggered today. Because some teams, I don't know, go for okay, that's amazing. Skelerat DC'd, hold on. Reboot TeamSpeak, sorry. Sorry. Okay guys, this is... We're gonna start. It's just gonna be a bit delayed, I guess. At least I hope so.
In approximately 1 hour, depending on traffic conditions.
Yeah, that's when we start. I was hoping we are done by like 19 CEST or something like that, but instead, yeah, it's gonna be a lot later.
6:45.
Nope, we're not gonna be done by that, because this is just the quarterfinal. No semi-final played yet. But well, let me refresh the bracket so maybe we actually see something. What else happened? Dignitas now has... Oh, actually, Team Refuse lost. Okay, that came unexpected, I have to say. That's a surprise. Team Refuse is, yeah, lost again. They always fail somewhere along the lines of like round 4 in all the qualifiers, even though they are quite an interesting team, I have to say. So yeah, Dignitas has a game now. And yeah, I feel bad for Nihilum because they finished their game so fast, which means they have to wait like, I don't know, half an hour at least till they can play their semi-final, just like me, just here and just wait. We could talk a bit more about food.
Pasta.
Yeah. Or good old German.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah. "20 minutes to reboot TeamSpeak." Okay, I'm glad that one of the players is also getting impatient, just like I do. Good luck, have fun. That's what they say. So, Arnie, let's go. Let's go. We finally have it.
I'm very happy to be here.
That's nice to hear. Good.
Today we're going to play a new fun game.
Yes, it's called Heroes of the Storm. And it's Madcorps, aka France, versus the Russian team. Do Your Best. It's gonna be interesting, and one of them is actually going into the semi-final and having then the shot to actually get into the final. By the way, the final is gonna be best of 3, guys, so everything is best of 1 till the final. Final is gonna be best of 3, and then in 3 games, potentially 3 games, we're gonna find out who's actually qualifying here this Sunday. Remember, this is number 8 of 12 qualifiers, so we have 4 more teams plus the 5th one today. Yes, 4 plus 1 is
5.
good job, Arnold. You're good today. You're actually, the longer we cast together, Arnold, it's, yeah, I don't know. I love it. It's really good now.
What about right now?
Yeah, it's good. I just told you that. So anyway, let's introduce the players we have here. On the Vala playing Fiat. Monster Bear is playing that Ethereal, and top we have Starsurk on that Falstad. Skellerat, the one who DC'd, is on Uther, and besides him the Electro Fabio on the Anuparak. And there's a nice rotation already coming in here from the other side. And let's see what's actually happening. Nothing is happening, just a lot of stuff getting thrown out. Madcorps trying to hook, trying to stun, nothing's really happening. Anyway, JPL is gonna play that Sylvanas. We have Stitches and the Tyrande. Roaming combination here played by Lolini and Yuki. In the mid we're gonna have Jaina played by Nasty. And of course Mr. Brightwing alone against Tyrael. That's also gonna be an interesting matchup here by STK. That's pretty much it. Talents are on. We're all set for the cast. So Arnold, let's get this done here. At the moment it's really just a bit forth and back harass. So spotlight on that top lane. Who's gonna take the first initiation? I mean, we have 2 stuns on the left side and pretty much 2 stuns on the other side if you count the hook in. Oh, there's a hook, but it's just getting a creep. That's not what you wanted. So at the moment they're quite passive, and the Anuparak is anytime ready to just jump in there. Jaina in the mid, rather passive. It's really just a standoff. They also know that, like, well, see, they practiced this combination. He was hooking, it didn't really go for anything, but the Tyrande stunt was there. It would have hit if the Naruk was in the bushes, but he was just not in the bushes. Therefore, it's not really going. Experience at the moment is absolutely synchronously played. Another hook. I think this is the 4th hook or so that is missing, so at the moment it's really just fishing.
5.
Oh, sorry, 5. Okay, it's the 5th hook already that is missing, so, well, thanks Arnold for counting. And let's say Mrs. Jaina versus Vala. They don't even touch each other at the moment. It's all about experience. So I guess the first shift, the first tilt in one direction is gonna be, yep, those siege giants here. The siege camp is getting done. Starsurk is the one focusing on it, as well as the Narub. So Uther's just being left here in that lane to soak some XP. But of course this opens the window, for example, for Sylvanas to maybe push something, throw in a curse in there. Yes, just for some damage. But oh my god, it's actually quite a nice spawn for Do Your Best here on the left side. It's pretty close to them. Tyrael, well, it's not on the highest HP, and now Jaina is coming in as well as the Tyrande, scouting out. There's the Owl, actually hitting the Narub, who is fighting with the Stitches, but this is a fight that could last forever. However, Falstad might come in, so this is more or less just stalling time. But in each and every lane, we have the same amount of heroes, which means experience-wise, this should be quite equal. Mid is at the moment getting completely ignored, however. So who's getting it? Lolani is trying, but there's a hammer. The hammer is actually not reaching, so they don't have to interrupt. The Impale! The Impale actually makes it through, so that's quite interesting. At the moment it's really just buying some time, but Falstad, oh, there's the stun, there's our first blood. And that was just a bit too greedy. Auto hitting, that doesn't work. So Madcorps, no. Oh god, Madcorps actually gonna get that first tribute. The little spray by Vala, that didn't turn out. In the end, it's still the same XP on all sides, but let's see what's actually happening here. Oh, Nerub, where's he going? Oh, he was just baiting a tiny bit and then just doing the move through the wall, and he knows he can go back, but oh, there's a nice stun, interrupting, wasting some time here of Fabio. That's definitely nice. He's trying to get some scarab into the lane, but that's pretty much it. That's all he contributed there. Let's see what's actually happening here. Do we have a bribe on the Brightwing? Yes, the bribe wing is coming out again, so he could actually soon probably take that siege camp. It should be enough by now. 4 minutes into it, I think he has like 20 stacks, but we will find out soon. I guess right now he doesn't want to leave the lane. They have a tiny advantage when it comes to experience, but that's pretty much it. The only problem, of course, is top. Like, Sylvanas cannot be stopped, not by a single Uther here. And yeah, she's going for the tower. That tower will give a nice little advantage before the next tribute spawns. It spawns in about 3 seconds. Nobody's actually going for that tribute. I mean, Jaina would be the closest, but we have the nice little roaming combination. And while the tribute is in the making, we have the bribe being used And so some pressure in that bottom line while they might go for that tribute. But is Do Your Best actually giving up that tribute without anything? Looks like it. There's another hook. That's hook number, I don't know. 7. Yeah, it's hook number 7 that actually didn't find anyone. And look at Savannah's top. She's doing work. She's really doing work. But maybe there's a stun. Oh, it actually hits. And the wave. No, she can't just teleport out of her wave there. She's just getting obliterated. I mean, sure, they got that tribute, but now they lose some XP here in that top line. In the meantime, the bruisers are getting done by Stitches. That should be easy. They're already low HP. Jaina is gonna take the soak in here. Impale not gonna hit anything. So not a big loss there. Look at that Pride Wing, however, man. He's going ham on that Tyrell at the moment. The Tyrell, like the Pride Wing is really protecting here his nice little siege giants. So they can actually do quite a good job, but also in the mid, look at that push. It's quite decent. And now, oh, Jaina, nice little go on at Uther. Like there's the shield coming out on him, so everything absorbed. And Vala is the one to grab the tribute. I love how they at the moment pretty much ignore each other, but oh, Jaina, you gotta be careful. There's the stun, Impact coming out. Is there any follow-up here? Brightwing coming in, but it's too late. It's too late, Brightwing. There is Jaina going down. And with Jaina down, I think they just accept how it is at the moment. I love how both teams at the same time get level 10, which means the next potential fight is with ultimates, and we have to see what's Loco Swarm is actually getting spec'd. So no Web Blast. That's interesting. It's the first time I see the Anoop yesterday and today skilling that. Hinterland Blast, that's normal. Divine Shield. We have Strafe instead of Vengeance. Yep, that should be fine. And of course Tyrell, like the obvious one, Judgment, you go for it. On the other side, Wailing Arrow, Emerald, Starfall, Water Elemental, and Putrid Bile, not Gore. Okay, that's interesting. I guess Stitches could have changed in case they want to like disable one, and of course the Loco Swarm, but the rest is pretty much normal. Stitches trying to hook again, but not hitting anything. Like, it doesn't surprise me because like he's really not on spot today. But there's a nice little go here on the Jaina. They try to come in. There's the Strafe doing so much damage. She's going down, but look at their HP. They really have to go back. The hook again, completely missing everything. How many hooks are missed by now? I lost count.
20.
No, it's not that much. It's a lot less. But oh, look at this. Nice interrupt here on that tribute. The Owl is actually getting through, and now Brightwing. Yes, he's gonna go get another interrupt, but this just comes down to stalling some time. That's pretty much it. Like everything else, nope. They have to kind of accept this. It's a 2-on-2 on the tributes, and they can maybe go directly into the boss. They're getting scouted out. Falstad was hit. And now there comes the question. Yes, Madcorps. I think they want to contest. There's a hook. That's another hook missed. And they stopped the boss because yeah, that's just something you don't want to go for. But Savannah's nice damage there on the Falstad initially, and oh my god, there we have a stun. No, it also misses on the Monster Bear. Like those skill shots, so important. And another hook. That doesn't hit anyone. Oh well, I mean this one was actually hard to hit. I have to say that. Like Hefla, stop laughing. It's not funny. Not funny at all. So we have to see just some more pressure on the lane with the Siege Giants, Bribe being used. But yeah, they just used the time, the absence of Heroes to do something at least on those towers. Tier 1 defense line being aggressively in here, but Jaina, maybe Jaina could do some damage, and then Stitches coming in from the side, but there's Stitches, but instantly getting stunned here. There's the Wailing Arrow, nice silence, but I guess too early. Oh, beautiful stun here on that Uther. That's exactly what they need, but he's not going down. That's the biggest problem. Look at the Stitches still going to work, but in the end, the Narup is the first one to fall, and Tyrell right after. I mean, in the end, this is a beautiful trade. Maybe they're gonna get Stitches here as a revenge, but he's just too decent on HP. It's a free for O trade. I mean, this hook is not gonna hit anyone. But still, this means a follow-up into the curse. I don't think they have like any means to interrupt, like Hinterland Blast. No, it's all still on cooldown. It was used in the fight. So this is our first curse going to Madcorps in a beautiful fight. I mean, the fight initiation looked horrible, but like how it ended, that was the most important thing. And now, of course, they go full ham here in the mid. That's easy for it to go down. But of course, it's a 5-on-5. If they rotate in, which means Another hook missed. I'm not quite sure if the hooks are bad or if they just dodge very well, but well, it really feels like a lot of hooks have been missed.
117.
117? No, it's not that many. Anyway, they're scouting the boss because they know that like a boss, for example, would be something for do your best at the moment that could shift the balance a bit. But then again, we have another 25 seconds here on that curse, which they have to defend. Bruisers are getting done, boss are getting done now. Madcorps is taking up momentum here. That's really interesting. It's really important that they get the momentum in their favor. So when the curse ends, the first thing do your best has to deal with is pretty much a boss. When it comes to like siege damage, the structure damage has not been great. I mean, the fort in the mid on decent HP. This one here, that looks like
43%.
no, it's a bit less. It's like 30, but yeah, still, it's a fort that will definitely go down. And there's a hook finally hitting, and oh my god, what a beautiful silence! But the turnaround ultimate here, well, he's already that hinterland blast, and so much focus on that piping. But in the end, they still somehow get out of this low HP. But it doesn't change anything. The bile just slowing everything down. Fabio wants to know if that's the real thing. And oh, what a beautiful hook. This one was really beautiful, and it ends in a second kill here. Now they have to get the hell out of here. Fabio trying to protect the team, at least on the retreat. But another good fight here by Madcorps. And the good thing is, look at top. The golem is already marching towards those towers. And it's still on a decent HP. It's really looking good in percentage.
43%.
No, it's a lot less. About 20% on HP still to go. They're gonna defend it, but the problem is they have to deal with the next boss. The next boss is coming here in the bottom lane. And of course this fort here is so far completely untouched, but that will definitely change. If they're really greedy, they go even for the bruises. There's at the moment no one who can actually do something against it. Tyrael might spot it. And maybe they're going into it. I mean, Fabio, Local Swarm on. That might be interesting, but it's even on cooldown, so they're gonna claim them. But there's a nice stun here on the Stitches, but is it enough? He's just too tanky, and the pushback is just real. An invulnerable divine shield, of course, coming out on Fabio, but that's pretty much it. So much damage, and there's a hook. They get Tyrael, they get Vala, and it's instantly blown up. So finally, I guess at the right time, all those hooks are coming out, which means at the moment do your best. They can't do anything against this golem. Fort down, tower down. In the mid, the bruisers just got cleared up, but of course it's buying them a lot of time. Also level 16 versus 15. We have another set of talents at the moment, advantage for Madcorps, and of course they're gonna use it. Sylvanas makes sure there's not even a single shot coming by that fort, and the next tower is also gonna fall. With this, we're probably gonna hit the 2-level advantage, and Brightwing of course also making sure there is even more experience coming in. One stun with that golem, still 2 giants to go for. It's not gonna be enough to actually take anything down off the base, but yeah, the next tributes are already spawning. This one easily be taken by the Jaina, and this is just. It's just not looking good at the moment. Madcorps, they started slowly, but well, we have to see. Now they're looking at the siege camp here. It's another 6 seconds or so where they have to wait, and it's not gonna take long here for them to clear this. This will be
In approximately 1 hour, depending on traffic conditions.
it will be more or less like 10 seconds or something like that. And now they're waiting with it. Now they cap it, but oh, there's the hook. Fabio is the one, and oh my god, the damage on him. Wailing arrow as well. This is beautiful. Tyrael initiating, but the problem is it's already too late. They lost their main tank, Ice Block, just protecting it. Look at that Stitches. Oh my god, spreading the cancer everywhere. 3 are going down, and oh my goodness, that means they're open for a push here. What can they do? 5 versus 3. The entire map is red. Absolutely red. Another hook. This one misses, unfortunately, so the Falstad would have been an easy gank, but look, Sylvanas, there's just no way. And even 2 Siege Giants helping. Beautiful combination. So finally the Stitches Tyrande combination, it works out. I was more looking for a Diablo Tyrande, but this Stitches Tyrande, it works just as fine. Second tribute of this second duration is spawning as well after the first curse. And it's very convenient for Madcorps. It's on their side. In the meantime, they can start their bruises. So what can they actually do? Top 4 down, a lot more pressure coming into this lane. I mean, it's still not over, but the problem is they are again in a 2-2 situation when it comes to the curses, and they're like 3 levels, almost 3 levels behind. Oh, no, actually, it's just 2 levels. I'm ahead of myself. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And now we have to see if they get like a nice little gank, they can shift the advantage maybe in their favor. What they need is, for example, that go here. Do we have an ultimate? Yes, the judgment is ready. Now he's not in vision. Oh my god, if they knew. They're waiting, they're patient, but they're losing XP at the same time, while like we have bruises in the mid pushing. We have top catapult pushing. And while this like little standoff is going, STK, he's not moving. Stay in the trees, be safe there. And yes, they're half-stoning out. I mean, the intention was good, but maybe someone should have just scouted or go for it and interrupt the Pride Wing as he tries to like TP out. I don't know if that would have been an option. Either way, they have to defend, but of course the timing for Madcorps is just perfect. They can go for the boss. The Pride Wing is still soaking, even pushing with those Siege Giants. Everything's just fine for them, so they're gonna go for this boss into the next one. Owl even scouting out, plus the watchtower. The only good thing is now, this tribute is spawning by another 10 seconds. By those 10 seconds, we have the boss already done. They try to get in, but it's too late. The boss is out, and there's a judgment here. Hinterland blast. It's just not doing enough damage. Like, all the shields are coming out, and look at this turnaround. What a turnaround. They're just dying like nothing. I mean, level 20 talents now popping up, but before that, it was actually on similar levels. Fabio, oh my god, you're so dead, my friend. Like, there's just no way he can escape because there's still a fort and a tower. So this is a 5-man wipe, plus a curse, plus a boss. I think we're looking at a GG right now here. There's just no way you can stop this. Every single lane is pushing in, even the Siege Giants here. The boss already working, and now 5 men are coming. The earliest respawn is 13 seconds. This is hasta la vista, baby.
Hello.
Yeah, Arnold, I know that is your thing, hasta la vista, baby. So that's pretty much what I said. So that's it. GG, Madcorps. They actually go against Nihilum here into the semi-finals. That's gonna be hopefully an interesting game. And since Nihilum is waiting now all the time already, this is probably less of a break. So we should be back in, I don't know,
2 hours and 53 minutes.
No, that's too long. I guess it's more like 5 minutes or something like that. Okay, guys, so a bit music, and then we are looking into a very, very interesting semi-final. You can update the bracket also in chat, ! bracket will give you all the information, or of course you just go on the Gosu Cup white label. So yep, we are going in a little break.